I'm Rod Rodriguez.
And I'm Christine Bartruff.
This is a Military Matters Fast Take.
This week, we're revisiting the cases of Fort Hood Specialist Vanessa Guillen, PFC Gregory Wedel, and PFC Brandon Rosecrans. Since the last Military Matters episodes, these cases have seen memorial services, rallies, and arrests. PFC Brandon Rosecrans, the 27-year-old Fort Hood soldier found shot dead in Harker Heights, just outside of Fort Hood, on May 18th. Rosecrans was honored in a memorial service August 6th. The same day, his family received a call from Harker Heights Police Department, saying they had arrested and charged someone for their son's killing. 28-year-old Brandon Michael Olivares was already in Bell County Jail for a different offense when police charged him in connection with the killing of PFC Rosecrans. Police said that Olivares shot Rosecrans while they were in Rosecrans' vehicle. The Jeep was later found burned, about 3 miles away from Rosecrans' body. Olivares' girlfriend, Estrellita Falcon, was seen on video driving Rosecrans' Jeep, according to KCEN-TV. She has been arrested and charged with unauthorized use of the vehicle and hindering apprehension/prosecution. In an email, PFC Rosecrans' stepfather, Thomas Berg, called the arrest bittersweet. He said, quote, "It's the same thing all over again. Every time we have to deal with this, it starts all over again." End quote. Specialist Vanessa Guillen, the 20-year-old Fort Hood soldier who was killed on post April 22nd. Specialist Aaron Robinson is believed to have killed Guillen in a small arms room. When confronted by police on June 30th, Robinson killed himself. Cecily Aguilar, a civilian and Robinson's girlfriend, is being held in connection with Guillen's killing. She currently faces 3 charges, including 2 counts of tampering with evidence. Guillen's family, along with their lawyer, Natalie Quam, have pushed lawmakers to make change following Guillen's killing. At a rally on July 30th, the family introduced the hashtag #IamVanessaGuillen bill. The bill would change the way service members report sexual assault and harassment. They would be able to use a third-party agency instead of using the chain of command, as it is done currently. Guillen's family said the soldier experienced harassment. At the rally, Vanessa's sister, Lupe, said she doesn't want to see what happened to Vanessa happen to anyone else at Fort Hood.
So keep the man in Congress to pass hashtag #IamVanessaGuillen! Keep the man in a congressional investigation! Because this is just the beginning!
The family also urged Congress to open up their own investigation into Guillen's death. The public will get a chance to pay their respects to Specialist Vanessa Guillen on Friday. A memorial service will be held at Cesar E. Chavez High School in Houston, on the same soccer field she played on while she was a student there. PFC Gregory Wedel, the 23-year-old Fort Hood soldier whose remains were found in Killeen on June 19th, was finally laid to rest in a military funeral after his family fought to remove his deserter designation. Following his disappearance, Wedel was labeled a deserter, a label which prevented him from receiving a military funeral, even after his body was found. It wasn't until July 15th that the Army removed the designation. They cited, quote, "trustworthy investigative updates," end quote, according to an article by KCEN-TV. In an email, Wedel's mother, Kim, said, quote, "Honestly, I don't care why they changed it, just glad they did," end quote. On July 30th, PFC Gregory Wedel was laid to rest at Fort Gibson National Cemetery in Oklahoma, with military honors. Fort Hood is undergoing an independent investigation to determine the cause of recent violence and misconduct, according to Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy, who visited the base August 6th. While there, he met with enlisted soldiers and junior officers in what is commonly known as a sensing session, to allow them to discuss their concerns openly and freely, without senior leaders being present.
A lot of blame has been placed on Fort Hood leadership, and I understand why. The Army structure is one of responsibility at the top, a line where the buck must stop. I get the outrage and the anger, but I also understand the world that exists just outside of Fort Hood. I wonder if there isn't a deeper problem here than leadership. Do the towns outside our military installations represent the values of the people that serve inside them? Why are the communities outside places like Fort Bragg and Fort Hood so toxic, so different than the soldiers that often live in or around those towns? Perhaps these recent cases should make us take pause, to look at military leadership, but to also reflect internally at ourselves and the communities we build. No leaders removal, no promotions halted, and no number of demotions can bring back Specialist Guillen, PFC Wedel, or PFC Rosecrans. What we can do is keep the spotlight on those cases, remember their sacrifice for a better, safer military, because the moment we let their memories fade, we're going to be looking again, searching for a missing soldier, hoping that what we find isn't all that remains. Special thanks to our guest host, Christine Bartruff, who's wrapping up her internship here at Stars and Stripes. Thank you for all your hard work. No doubt we'll be hearing more from her on Military Matters. Folks, Stars and Stripes is on the chopping block. Congress wants to cut funding. Simple as that. Stars and Stripes has been there for you through deployments when you were overseas, while you were at sea, and we want to be there in orbit supporting Space Force. But we need your help. You can subscribe to Stars and Stripes using promo code podcast and get 50% off your digital subscription. Or tell whoever you think can make a difference that you want to keep the lights on at Stars and Stripes.
I'm not a service member, and I read Stars and Stripes.
I swear to God we're not paying her to say that, unless we did. Look, subscribe today, save 50%, and keep the tradition of non-biased, no-spin news alive and well for the future generations of service members.
Next week, Stars and Stripes is taking a look at, or should I say, a look up, at the skies. But we're not looking for airplanes. Make sure you tune in to Military Matters next week.
I'm Rod Rodriguez.
And I'm Christine Bartruff.
This was a Military Matters Fast Take.